Hello Internet, and welcome to my delayed review for Eden Zero Chapter 42. I meant to do this on Tuesday, right around the time 41 came out, but as 42 was not out when I made that video, and then I instantly go into overdrive for a paper I had due today, it kind of got left by the wayside. So now I'm done with that, and I'm back, and I'm here to do Eden Zero Chapter 42. When we last left our heroes, we had gotten to the end of Hermit's pretty lackluster flashback. But then Shiki finally broke through to her and was like, "Yeah, you don't want us to all die, so help us." And she did, and they found where Spider was hiding, and they freaked him out enough by pretending to blow him up. And Hermit was having a good time. That's kind of where we left off last chapter. So let's jump right on into this one. We have a cover of Shiki, Rebecca, and Pino. Shiki just kind of chilling, upside down, like he does. His soul was always weightless. An appreciation for the popular demand, 2 for the price of 1. The most interesting thing to note here, though, is the cover of Volume 4, which I really dig the yellow, in like the background of that one, instead of the blue that we've been seeing. Anyway, Eden Zero, Chapter 42, Pino's Dream. So I imagine this chapter is going to be focusing primarily on that moment at the end of chapter 39, I think, where we see how uncomfortable Pino is in her tiny body now that she's had that taste of full-sizedness. Anyway, we have a random chibi. We have a chibi Rebecca. I'm not sure if the entire chapter is going to be in chibi or if this is just like the opening page. If this is some kind of omake, I don't know. Anyway, Chibi, Rebecca, and Happy are, like, dancing through the halls of the Eden Zero. We're going to get some great footage today. Pee! And a whistle blows out. Stop right there. And it's Hermit. Parts of the ship can't be filmed. No way! It's because there's some things we need to keep secret from everyone. Scary. In turn, I'll give you a tour of the ship. And we see a quick tour of the ship. With the dress factory, the flight deck, the briefing room, the Eden's bath, the hangar, the living quarters, the infirmary, and the Eden's kitchen. There are many other facilities aboard. We'll leave it at this for now. So yeah, there's a little bit of like info on all of the rooms. I'm not going to go into that because I think we all know it by now. We've been following this series for 40 chapters, and the ship's been here for like 25 of them or so. So let's jump into the actual plot that starts right where we left off with the last chapter, with Spider seemingly gone, but the Eden Zero is still kind of trailing smoke in the aftermath of the battle with Spider. We sure got hit pretty hard. Mosugaki. I guess Moskoi can say other things then? Even with the self-repairing nature of the ship, it'll take some time. I'm sorry. It's all 3 of the Starshines that we met so far are all in the same room talking. No, it's okay. We're not blaming you at all. Her sister disagrees. Yes, we are blaming her. It's because you couldn't sort out your feelings. That's why I said I'm sorry. I can't feel an ounce of sorry from you. You looking to feel the wrath of my punishment? And Hermit goes over to Moskoi. I'll press it. Mosu! Idiot! There are things you can and can't do! Foo-foo. And Witch kind of laughs that they're playing around. It's been a while since you two have had this kind of argument. Sister always teases me. That's because there's worth to teasing you. I hate you. And Sister pulls her into a hug anyway. It's fine if you hate me. You made it back. And Witch kind of, I imagine, looks at them. We can't see her eyes, so who knows. Meanwhile, we're back in the bath as Homura continues to be unable to handle hot baths. Repair this pool! And Rebecca turns to her, really, it's not that hot. And then Happy just pops out of the pool. Since Hermit came back, we just need to find Homura's teacher, Valkyrie. I want to hurry up and meet her. And Rebecca turns to her. What kind of person was Valkyrie? Well, of course she was super cool. She did have some girl-like qualities, but I won't say that. But of course she did, because she's Homer, is what she does. You said she went missing, but was that all of a sudden? It happened about 5 years ago. She just vanished into thin air. One day, all of a sudden. And Rebecca, looks down, kind of sad. But we found Sister and Hermit. We should be able to find my teacher. That's true. And she stands up. I'll show my teacher how much I've learned with this sword. I shall continue with my training. And she gets into a battle pose. Rebecca, come at me. Again in the tub? Then we cut away to the Eden's kitchen. That I think we actually saw for the first time in that little like picture on the little like schematic of the Eden Zero. But we see a burger is laid out, and Shiki and Wise are like drooling over it. This must have been what Rebecca was talking about. The curry burger, the pizza burger. They both eat their respective burgers, and they look at each other. So good! Pino, come try some. I don't have any taste buds to enjoy it. I'm good with just this energy-saving jelly. She's sucking on, I guess, a cup of jelly. And Pino and Shiki looks at her. Is that good? And Wise pipes up. Pino doesn't have any sense of taste. Well, that seems really... And she just starts crying. Sad! Master? Crybaby! Wise! Make it so Pino can taste stuff. No, it's okay. It just feels like there's a time when I'll be able to taste stuff. There's a dream that I want to accomplish. And she looks out from the window onto the stars. I want to become human. Yeah, that's kind of where I figured she was going after 39. And Shiki and Wise just look at her. And she smiles back at them. Even if there's no way. And Shiki just simply says, you'll definitely become one. At that time, I'm going to stuff myself with curry burgers. That sounds awesome! Yes! And Wise just kind of looks at her in thought. There's no way machines can become human. How sad. There's no way. If the mother's legend turns out to be true, then you could be reborn. If only it were true. So we see that Wise does not believe in mother, I think. I think that's how we're interpreting this. But also that if they were to find... I think the line about if the mother legend turns out to be true, you could be reborn, I think that's new information, right? Like, we've never heard that before, have we? I think that's new. Anyway, Planet Brown Sea. It looks to be a candy-themed world. We see, like, there's, like, a building with, like, a lollipop outside, and I'm assuming the brown sea in question is, like, chocolate or something. I don't know. Oh, we're back with Amira. Okay, because we see... So we do find out, for one thing, that Jessie is Amira's brother, not Homura's. Homura is completely cleared of all suspicion with this right here. Sister, you better not have told my secret. Why would I do something like that? Your disguise didn't work. That's because the person I was disguised as showed up. What about you, came to Digitalis without a disguise? That was on my private time. I'm the one that handed over the Eden Zero info. If they found that out, I'd be in trouble. Oh. So what's going on there? So it looks like Jessie was the one who told Spider about the Eden Zero? Alright, I'm not sure why he did that. If he was... I don't know, maybe he presented himself as an ally of Homura, actually Amira. Trying to help out or pretending to be Homura, I don't know. But yeah. You're too worried. I wonder how you are as an intelligence operative. Well, we did find out where Jamaroth, better known as Spider's, location was. Next, I shall be the one to infiltrate Drakken Joe. And we see she, like, swipes her hand over her face, and we see the kind of swirl that we saw when she woke up from Digitalis appear again. But only kind of. Only one eye disappears. I'm worried about you, sis. Oh, here comes the princess. I've got to go. There's something. There's a princess, apparently, that Jessie's with. Oh, it's Elsie! Jessie, are you playing a game again? I like them, so what's the harm? Okay. What's going on here? Go easy on the games. Okay. You're going to come to an end too, Elsie Crimson. Alright, so now we have so much more going on. Does that mean, is he with the GIA also, though? Maybe, like, I'm assuming he is, and that he's a spy for the GIA, going to take down Elsie. That's my guess, actually. Much simpler than anything else. I was about to suppose that he and Amira were a separate faction. That makes no fucking sense. So no. He's probably with the GIA trying to bring down Elsie. Battleship Barrel Gore. Shit! Pathetic shit! Oh, it's Spider, who's just, like, really angry now. Shit you! Scum! I'll show them the wrath of me and Drakken Joe! And right as he's walking, a leg comes out and, like, kicks the wall in front of him and blocks the way. Right now, Master Joe's a bit tied up. Check back a little later, and we see there's a woman blocking, I'm guessing, Joe's hideout. Her eyes are hidden. Maria! You're as beautiful as ever. Her eyes are just like the way she was drawn there. Her eyes are still exposed. You're always super creepy. It's urgent! I came all the way out here! Can you move your foot? And she retracts her foot, so that Spider can't touch it. Don't touch me, you piece of shit! Sorry. I told you, he's in a meeting. Whatever happens to you is all on you. Crap, she's a fine woman no matter when I look. I'll have to ask Joe for her. Yeah, ha ha! Oh, before that I need to. I'm glad we're just Spider is completely trash, alright? So he enters into the room. So this scene is Maria letting him into the meeting, however that turns out. And we see a couple people, one of whom is a skeleton cowboy, who I super dig. And then we have this guy he has some kind of metal on his face. He's probably also an android, not sure what's up with him. Anyway, Drakken Joe, it's urgent! And we see some random guy has an entire, bottle, a beer bottle or something, stuffed into his mouth. Eee! Is it something that'll make me more money than what I'm doing currently? And I don't know what he's doing. Yo, brother. And Drakken turns to him. Who the heck are you? Okay, what's going on there? Drakken Joe's poison starts to sprout towards Shiki. To be continued, chapter 43, The Smell of Money. Alright, so there is a lot going on here. First, of course, there's a few scenes to discuss. Most of the first two with the Starshines and Homura and Rebecca, just kind of establish a rapport with the Starshines and continue Rebecca and Homura's. We don't actually learn that much about what happened with... Or, Homer doesn't know what happened to Valkyrie, because she has this line, she just vanished into thin air. So we don't really learn anything there. That scene's, honestly, it's just kind of fan service, let's be honest. It's just a fan service scene. It doesn't really continue anything in the plot, just, they're just like that. Though, with Pino, we do have, the kind of establishment of what could have been assumed during, as I said, chapter 39, when she wakes up from Digitalis, and we see her missing her larger body. So that's definitely going to be her arc going forward. How that will happen, I don't know. Maybe I imagine before she does that, she'll eventually have a larger body. You know, maybe a larger robot body she can transfer her consciousness into. That looks more like her Digitalis form than anything else. But the scene is still cute. You know, Pino and Shiki have a pretty good relationship going. Then we get to the more interesting things. Besides just, spending time with the cast, which is always a good thing to do between arcs. And that is Amira and Jessie, who we see that Jessie has infiltrated Elsie's ship, probably bringing her down for the GIA. That's the most likely thing. And, Amira is still doing what she's been doing. Really is the Jessie and Elsie connection that's the most interesting thing there. And then we have Spider, who is still as gross as ever. Spider is just really fucking disgusting. Though, like I said, in my last video, he is very much still around. He will definitely be a threat later on. Yeah. And then we see these two cool-looking dudes here, who I imagine will be important later. We'll have to wait and see for that, though. And Drakken doesn't really know Spider, which is weird, given that Spider seems to think that he's important enough in Drakken's employ that he can just waltz in there. Or maybe Drakken only saw him as Jamaroff. I don't know. But that's really... there's a lot going on here, a lot going on that'll be meaning a lot more things in the future than right now. This chapter is very much kind of a denouement of the Digitalis arc and a prologue to whatever is coming next. Whether or not that shows up in the next arc or in some later arc down the line is anybody's guess. But yeah, that's really all I have to say for this week's chapter. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye.